Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Fangirls Only. I'm your host, Vanessa Fermo, and today I'm here with the Healey Brothers. So, how are you guys doing today?
We're amazing. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good.
You guys know about my days.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sleep deprived. Anyways, all right. So, can you guys describe the evolution of your music since you both started working together?
Yeah, I'd say the evolution would probably start when we were born. Our we came into this world. Our mom was a music teacher, and she did all the Royal Conservatory, all that stuff. So she was really into the whole singing and instruments and all that stuff. So she really kind of grilled all that stuff into our head at a young age, and I guess programmed us to enjoy music. So since then, we always kind of loved playing music, doing things like that. I did a lot of musical theater throughout high school growing up, and did all that. I'm a tree type stuff, all that fun fun stuff that everyone loves. And then Tyler was more sports guy in high school, I guess. And then afterwards, when we were done, we kind of got together. We're like, we should do a brother type duo thing with music. We both love it. He was finally able to be like, I want to get on stage and do it. I don't care what anyone's saying. And then since after high school, pretty much, we got that idea. And then within the last year, we really have been acting on it and doing the whole Healey Brothers thing. So
Yeah, I've been writing music for about 3 years, and then we launched the Healey Brothers on Spotify about pretty much a year ago, as to the February 16th, and then started gigging with the Healey Brothers and our amazing band, and just duo with me and Kev too from October until now. So yeah, that's the synopsis.
just getting started.
All right. So, you guys also have a performance tonight at Kingston, the Mansion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
tonight.
So, what can everyone expect from these shows? Who knows? This will be out next week, but.
Yeah, a lot of our shows. It's actually that's a good question because I feel like our music we put out is a lot different than the music we perform, which I feel like is like a pretty popular thing with a lot of artists. But we do a lot of like Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues is our favorite one to sing together. But that you never see something like that going out under the Healey Brothers Spotify. So I think that's an interesting piece tonight. We're opening up for the Backsteps for their final show. They're probably Kingston's best band to date, and it's going to be like a packed barn, so we're really happy to be out there. But kind of to my note, like we're switching to more of a rocky set for this one. So we got like Highway to Hell and some Kaleo. We just learned Break My Baby, an amazing band from Iceland, I believe. But yeah, so for our shows, it's kind of meeting the energy of the other bands that we're playing with, and we're pretty good at tailoring our set and just bringing the energy no matter where we are.
So I bet you guys when you're in the studio, you both have like different like influences or styles when it comes to music. So how do you like make it like how long does it take you guys to like make a song with like I bet you guys probably have arguments in the studio.
Yeah, I would feel we're lucky in the fact that we are brothers, so like, we grow up with similar taste, and we have found definitely, working with other artists is amazing. But like you said, everyone has so many different tastes and opinions where it is more difficult. With that being said, I feel like even though we have differences, we do love writing together because it's pretty like I mean, we've written a song in like an hour before. Sometimes we like dragging it out, but we're pretty good at going back and forth. And I'd say agree with most like visions that we have with each
Yeah,
song.
honestly, yeah. Like it's we have very like we have different influences like well, but also sim like you lean more like Mac Miller and I would lean more like John Mayer. But then we
Yeah,
both like Mac Miller and John Mayer type thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
and like yeah, like Kev said, since we're brothers, like it's always a task, like when you write with anyone, but like it's usually pretty seamless when
Because
we're
it's that
working together.
awkward thing of when you like just meet an artist and you disagree, it's kind of that like awkward silence of like, I think maybe we should go a different direction. But with us, we can be like, fuck that, I don't think that's a good idea, and kind of like just be straight up with each other. So it's a lot easier for sure.
So there's like no awkward moments. It's like random.
We have
We have
awkward
awkward,
moments.
yeah, like definitely like I don't know, like I know like we have like I think that's kind of the point. Like I know I messaged you last week. We were supposed to do the other one, and like we had a big fight last week. But it's like one of those things that like other groups would maybe like dismantle over something as silly as that, and like that's not really an option for us, which I think is like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like good. And like there's obviously like it always is an option, don't get me wrong, but like it's not something we ever want to be doing, and we both got love for each other, that like just that brother relationship really helps us grow and stay consistent, I think, for our whole brand. So
Yeah.
it's positive.
And brothers are popular right now, right? I think Jonas Brothers are coming back, and like not it's controversial, but the whole Menendez thing is all popping off. So we're really going home with the brother thing right now, you know.
No, just don't do any. Just try not to get canceled.
What about
Oh,
that,
we
Rue?
will.
All right. So, are there any challenges that you both face as a duo in music?
I'd say a challenge definitely from being from Kingston, as much as there are so many artists and supportive artists, it is that small town thing a bit where we do get a lot of the chirps of, oh, we doing music type thing. And especially, being brothers, I guess some people think that's cheesier doing music like as a duo. So we get some of that heat. Other than that though, being a duo I think has definitely been more of an advantage than disadvantage.
Yeah.
Like we say, just having two people, pushing out tickets, two people having opinions, it's always the more the better type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know other disadvantages we've had being a duo, really.
Um, no, not really. It's honestly kind of ideal. Like,
It's nice. It's
yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can help each other out in a lot
The
of things.
workload, yeah,
But yeah,
separating a
like
bit.
like
So,
Kev said, like I guess just as a whole, like as our brand, like the struggle we have is like as like doing something like a podcast, anything like entrepreneurial, like there's stuff you have to do to get your name out there. And like not to say that the stuff we do isn't us, it's always like genuine in our nature, but um it's not my first choice to have to go make a TikTok and go like do like things like that.
yeah,
And I think just a lot of people in smaller cities and just in general don't really get like the why to like why you're doing that when you're trying to get your name across the globe and like just get people to hear your music. That's our biggest struggle, but I feel like we deal with it pretty well, like just because people have stuff to say about it, but it's all good because we're like really happy doing it and we know like where we're going to be going in the near future. So yeah, that's our biggest struggle, but everything's been going
people
swimmingly.
talking shit. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Supermarket skits were funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
With the
super.
apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good apples. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do a lot of our content like kind of like on the whim. Like we'd maybe like supermarket was a little more planned there, but like I don't know. I like really like casual, just throw the phone up and see what we get.
Yeah, we like the
yeah,
natural. I think we're in the works of trying to start a Twitch channel too, like just to be streaming because I think that's huge right now. Just seeing real life content rather than the whole plan stuff. So, and I think we're better at that, like the real
Oh
life.
yeah,
Than
it's
when we
way
plan
better.
it, we're kind of like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
right? But
yeah.
So, what is your most memorable moment on stage or behind the scenes in your career so far?
Ooh, which one do you want to take?
You go
How
first.
many are there?
Well, I'd say my most memorable on stage was we had a show January 9th. We opened up for Big Trout. We organized a night with them and everything though, and brought a bunch of our Ottawa friends out. They brought a bunch of theirs, and there was a bunch of bands involved, and it just like it was electric. There was people like crowd surfing and like
Yeah,
like people like who don't owe us anything, who like even though we had a lot of fans out there, like people who didn't know us, like right up on the stage,
yeah, it was
like
cool.
it just felt like what you kind of go for in this career, and like not by any means to be like glorified, but like just to have people like like even if they're joking, trying to grab you and stuff when you're playing guitar, and like just a
Yeah,
packed barn. That was probably our best time
that
on
was cool.
stage. It was
Yeah.
really like the energy was high, which always lets you like perform better when everyone's enjoying themselves and just having a riot. So that'd be our stage moment for sure.
I would say it was really cool. Our last show 2 days ago. I wouldn't say the best show, but I liked it a lot. Someone handed me a bubble gun like in the crowd, and I've never had a bubble gun before, so I was just going crazy
Yeah.
with it. And yeah, I'd say the bubble gun was definitely a highlight.
That was another one too. That show actually, the first time someone they asked us for a set list, which was really cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
took that home with them and stuff, and just said that saw potential and really enjoyed the show, and they wanted to get a early Healey Brothers set list, which was pretty cool. Like that was
I
really
just like bubbles.
yeah.
Bubbles are cool.
I'm gonna frame that when you guys win Grammys.
Yeah. Hey, there's
And
no hope, and we're just doing. So yeah, that's in the cards in the next several years, but we're working towards that.
All right, so now we're on to the fan questions. We got 3 today. All right, so Amy asked, "Who is your dream collab?"
Oh,
that's a good one.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I'd say JB.
I can see that.
If I had to put one that like I would be like through like I would die if we had to collab with JB.
I mean, no one can top JB. Like big picture, you know, like he's that guy. And I think we got some connections through our aunt with his old house and stuff like that. I won't get into the details.
He used to rent out like his childhood home. He rented from our aunt's sister.
Yeah.
So we I don't know. I always I would say I vibe with him. Like I know him, I don't know him, but like his persona, I think we both like really connect with. He's just a very like genuine dude and just friggin' so talented. And like that'd be my number one. I think he's a goat. So that'd be really cool.
I agree.
You agree with that?
I agree. Yeah.
So Brielle asks, which musician do you feel most inspired by?
I'd say recently, marketing wise, I think Kid Leroy is killing it.
Yeah.
Like just really swaggy, and I think that's something that we want to work more on is the marketing side of things and just being consistent and constantly pushing out content, being a creator. Other than that, like Ty said, John Mayer, you know, just worldwide, like doing everything.
Mine would be John Mayer, just like especially as a guitarist. Like I love not only is he just incredible with his vocals and his lyrics and everything, but I love how John Mayer specifically makes the guitar have a voice in itself. I'm pretty sure he said that one of his main things he preaches, but like a lot of the stuff he's playing on guitar is literally like you have another vocalist like screeching that himself, and I love that. So he's my biggest like influence, like instrumentally for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. So we're on to the last question. So Brielle also asked, when are we getting new music?
New music. Well,
we have a lot in the vault at the moment, and we're trying to reorganize what we're putting out next. But for our next
one,
first one.
Well, we got one coming out with our bassist, who's also an artist himself, Jaden Goo. Goes by Jaden's Official on Instagram. We got a song coming out with Jaden. It's planned for mid-April. We are going down to I think Miami for a few music-related things, and we're gonna shoot some promo and a music video for it ahead of time. Because again, TikTok, you gotta push it before we release it. That's one of our big goals.
Get some apples for that. Continue that game.
The apple, bro.
Yeah. The Apple Brothers.
But yeah, like that's coming out with Jaden, and like Kev said, like we literally have like 7 pretty much polished songs that like before, like if you look at our discography from 2024, we were really on pumping out music. So we had, don't quote me on this, I think it's 8 or 9 songs in a year, roughly. So like really good, and like we were really happy with the music we put out. But again, the world we live in, we know that we got to be pushing it on TikTok and everything like ahead of time to hope that sound catches on before. We had really solid streams, not that it's all a numbers game, but we want people to hear our music, and like our streams were good, but we're like, we could have got that in people's ears and got it catchy in their head beforehand, then it would have been just so much bigger. Right. So that's kind of our top goal now, is finishing songs and promoting them before putting it out.
Yeah.
To answer your question, mid-April. We got
mid-April, yeah.
Those are the questions. So
what type of music do you like?
Ooh.
We're reversing this podcast on you now.
Pop.
Pop, yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Mine's just blank.
Pop Smoke is a really good artist. I agree.
Yeah. I forgot what I usually say at the outros. I just went blank.
Can we do the outro?
We can do an outro.
Yeah, sure.
Hey guys, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Kevin.
We're the Healey Brothers, and today we were on Fangirls Only podcast. It was a lot of fun.
It was awesome.
Vanessa's the GOAT. You should go check them out. You should go check us out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be across Ontario performing and releasing music all this year and all the years for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir. We are now fanboys for Fangirls podcast, and that is God.
I should start doing that more often and getting the like people I interview to like do the outro.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I had memorized. I've done this for like 4 years, and I still don't memorize.
So far, yeah, you've been killing it. You caught our eyes, so there you go.
Well, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
you too.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Keep
thanks
us
again.
updated with this.
Bye.
See you, dude.
Bye.